Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Capital City Baptist Church. So today's devotional is entitled, What Aroma Are You Dispensing? Ephesians 5:1 and 2, it says like this, Therefore, be imitators of God as beloved children, and walk in love just as Christ also loved you and gave himself up for us, an offering and a sacrifice to God as a fragrant aroma. Now, most of you know that I live in Rancho Murrieta, so we're right off of Jackson Road. And it seems like in the last couple of weeks, it sure seems like the aroma on Jackson Road has been continuously fouled up by the smell of dead skunks that gave their last foul spray as they tried to outrun the cars in their way. In San Francisco, when I go to Fisherman's Wharf, there is a certain street that I avoid like the plague because of the smell of dead fish and other sea creatures. In Vallejo, there is a certain area off of Sonoma Boulevard that when you pass it, you can smell this foul stench that comes from the water waste treatment plant. And if you ever drive in the area of Florin Perkins here in our own Sacramento, you might come close to the city dump, which also has and always has a familiar repulsive aroma, or odor, if you will, of refuse filled with who knows what. Now, one thing that all of the aforementioned aromas or odors have in common is this: it's repulsive. It is not a smell that you would want in a perfume bottle, nor an air freshener. It is not a smell that you would want to fill your house with. And it is certainly not a smell you would want anywhere near you, because no amount of time around it would acclimate us to its repugnant odor. And that is it. It's not an aroma at all. It's an odor that no one wants, and an odor that we will spend and do whatever it takes to get rid of it. Now imagine for a moment then ourselves as dispellers or dispensers of aroma or odor. In my lifetime, I have experienced encountering certain people who do not exercise proper hygiene and thus dispense an odor that causes anyone to flee from them. But what about the spiritual odor, or worse still, stench? Is there such a thing? I believe there is. For you see, God has called us to dispense an aroma of personal sacrifice unto Him when we seek to follow His will. In fact, He said it plainly when He stated through Paul that we should be imitators, it says, of God as beloved children, and we are to walk in love just as Christ also loved you, us, and gave himself up for us, an offering, it says, and a sacrifice to God as a fragrant aroma. Now, brothers and sisters, to do the opposite of what He desires from us is to give Him an odor, not an aroma, a stench, not sweet fragrance. And so the question arises to us all: what are we dispensing or dispelling? Fragrance or stench? An aroma or odor? Is our attitude and service unto our God being received as a sacrifice unto God as a fragrant aroma? Or is our attitude and service unto our God a foul stench, much like how we perceive the odor of a skunk's spray, rotting sea flesh, sewage, or even the city dump? Do we not owe our God everything, even our very lives? Then why not examine ourselves and see what exactly our spiritual walk is dispensing to the one we call Lord? Do we not sing and proclaim every Sunday, and for that matter, wherever we're at, that He is worthy of our praise? Then let's make sure that our praise is real and that our lives are serving as a fragrant aroma unto our God. Thank you for listening. May God bless you, and I look forward to seeing you on Sunday morning, if the Lord wills. Have a wonderful weekend.